swing near the French Quarter, and tonight is no different here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for DeRozan.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage.
And David Well, they are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. And the starting group for the Spurs. Aldridge out there with Lyles. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2. And for New Orleans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram is out there with Favors. And it's Williamson in at the small forward. DeRozan against Ingram. DeRozan gets the bucket. A lot of trade rumors beginning to swirl now, Brent. Several teams out there trying to add talent. And sometimes it comes at the expense of team chemistry.
It can, and I think teams who are very, very aware of their potential to be into the playoffs are careful to tinker with that. If they know they're going to have an opportunity to play in the postseason, the additions that they have to make, Kevin, they have to understand that that player coming in is great for us, but how is it that that player comes in? Who does it affect in our locker room?
Or they make a trade or don't make a trade because they're worried about team chemistry and how it'll be affected.
Exactly. Yeah. But again, I'll go back to an addition sometimes into a locker room with just that talent may affect the talent you already have. And if you're really cognizant of that fact, sometimes not making the deal is the best deal to make.
And the pass to Forbes. Lyles with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Double team on Aldridge. Just 4 to shoot. Here's DeRozan. That one doesn't go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Holiday trying to free himself up. And Ingram the bucket on the assist by Holiday.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
You're right. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That shot wide open. DeRozan's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Passes it to Ingram. Williamson with it. Forbes with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And it's blocked.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Murray against Ball. Feeds to Ingram. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that. You see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
And DeRozan sends it back. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Forbes. The 3. Unable to get that one. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And Murray winning second team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Holiday dishes to Favors. Clock at 4. Here's Ball. They get it again. And that one's good by Favors.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game, getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
swap here for New Orleans.
All right, a chance to check out stats for White. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done. Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Now here's Jackson, covered by Mills. Jackson passes to Okafor. Sweet little floater. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And Mills kicks to Pirtle. 1:22 left in the first quarter. Here's Gay. Okafor grabs the miss. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for New Orleans.
And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
High arcing shot. Shot's good by Mills.
Like the execution on the floater there, Patty Mills is adept at measuring those difficult shots.
And here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Gay with the block, and he's able to get it back. Tries again. Good work defensively by Gay.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Now here's Carroll. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Jackson has the open look. Drills the three-pointer. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pelicans lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a punt.
The people saying that.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the floor for San Antonio, Damari Carroll is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Pirtle. Then it's White. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard. Jackson against White. Redick passes to Melly. He kicks it to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Melly. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Melly's got his first bucket of the night.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And it's White missing. New Orleans in the lead. Redick with the 3. And it's White with the rebound. And he banks in the layup. White's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Brent, offensive versatility all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim.
Right.
They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket, and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. DeRozan comes in for DeMarre Carroll, and it's Bellinelli in for White.
Well, he's dialed in right now in the in-between game. I'd love to see Rudy Gay capitalize there.
Moore passes to Williamson. Ball against Walker. New Orleans moving it around. Moore outside. Those three-pointers off the mark. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And Walker kicks to Gay. Here's Aldridge. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Ingram against Aldridge. And it's Ingram missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Here's DeRozan. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Gay against Ingram. Pass the ball. Back to Ingram. To pass the ball. Kicks it to Hayes. Here's Ball. Bellinelli is covering. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 12-4 run.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Trey Lyles checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Walker. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Mills. Just 5 to shoot. Holiday, the pass to Okafor. It's deflected. Outside DeRozan. We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Derek Favors.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Free throw dropped for DeRozan. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. It's great, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Passes to Alexander Walker. Outside Holiday. Okafor trying to get open. Hangs in the air. Here's Favors. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Favors. Hard, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Second free throw, no good. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 15-5 run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. New Orleans making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Pass to Hart from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hart's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And Mills kicks to Lyles. Here is Forbes. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Just such a great, aggressive, and confident scoring option right there in the interior.
On the wing, Holiday. Covered by Mills. Now Holiday on the wing. Jackson lets it go with a 3. No good on the shot. And so it's San Antonio, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin.
They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combined at the guard spots. Favors is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Williamson in at the 3 spot.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Murray, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Ball against Murray. Holiday left side. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, Holiday focused there and a good job of scoring despite getting whacked. Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
There's so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits and sit at his locker, take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
Murray against Ball. Puts up a three. Here's Favors, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Favors got 4 points now in the quarter.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
To the middle, here's Aldridge. Great D that time from Favors. Pelicans trail by 4. Mr. Williamson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You just watch Zion Williamson, and everybody's so curious about where it is that he fits positionally. We do know this. In terms of his power and athleticism, he's already elite. And in this league, he's going to find ways to make contributions. And where he likes to hang his hat is the way he plays defensively. And for a young player to gravitate towards that, that's something special.
And the Spurs making a change here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Lyles. Damari Carroll's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's White in for Bryn Forbes. Now here's Williamson. Carroll covering. And Brent with Zion, he's a great fit for a team that will want to get up and down like the Pelicans.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt that he has already infused this city and this franchise with a tremendous amount of enthusiasm to watch his growth. But the mindset of Zion Williamson is about what he can do for the team. And that's what I'm most interested in. What kind of plays can he make? And him playing defense and using that ability down there to ignite the offense, that's where he can make some immediate impact.
Ball dishes to Redick. Now here's Williamson. Defense is right there. Back to Redick. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. E'Twaun Moore comes in for Williamson. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Bellinelli's checked in. Here's White, and it's blocked. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. He feeds it to Moore. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And not just a long-range gunner, but E'Twaun Moore also blessed Greg, one of the NBA's best floaters.
I mean, he takes a lot of those mid-range shots, those floaters in the lane, and makes them more often than not. For a player standing 6'4", the ability to finish inside, providing that counterbalance to his three-point shooting.
Jackson, he's checked in for New Orleans. And there's the pass to Bellinelli. That one wide left. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Jackson. No good. That would have tied it. San Antonio leading. Gay passes to White. 1:56 left in the third. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Here's the floater. And yes, it's good. White's got 6. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Josh Hart comes in for Jackson. Then for the Spurs, Walker's checked in for Purdy. And it's Mills in for Derek White. Hart the pass to Reddick. 1:12 left in the third. Clock at 6. And here's Moore outside. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Spurs. Spurs have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Gay outside. 50 seconds left to play in the third. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, nice to see that kind of mobility back for Rudy Gay, attacking that time and the defense on its heels.
Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Spurs also with the sub. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Bellinelli. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Here's Hart, guarded by Walker. Okafor kicks to Moore. The dish to Holiday. Nailed from three-point land. Holiday's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Mills with it. He was averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Aldridge. Back to Mills. From deep. A shot. No good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pelicans ahead, up by 1. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, we've got Trey Lyles, also LaMarcus Aldridge out there. Mills out there with DeRozan, and it's Walker in at the 2 spot. And here's DeRozan. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Now here's Williamson. Hart the pass to Williamson. Outside Holiday. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Here's Mills. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. New Orleans making a switch here. Ingram's checked in, and San Antonio with the change here too. Forbes checked in. Pass to Mills. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 7 rebounds in the game. Holiday the pass to Favors. The kick out to Holiday. Takes a 3. A fresh 14 for New Orleans.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
DeRozan scanning the floor. And the rejection by Favors. And they'll keep possession.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end. They are just killing him on the interior.
Spurs trail by 5. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Mills. Dishes to Aldridge. And the rejection by Favors. And he gets it back. Pelicans leading by 5. Here's Hart. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Ball's checked in for Josh Hart. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for the Spurs. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
And here are the Pelicans now. New Orleans leading by 7. Now Ball. Outside Holiday. Ingram dishes to Holiday. A floater, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
A good jumper with long arms, and it's that size that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets.
Derek Favors. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Murray. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside DeRozan. Shot to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Ball with it. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. Frank, you've played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible and I don't know how much,
knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
A fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green and gold.
And they'll support it.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Williamson missing. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. A putback, and it's DeRozan with the extra effort. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Ball, no good.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Here's Murray. He kicks it to Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Man, you combine the physical with the mental, and Aldridge impresses when it matters most.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're in front by 6. We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Derek Favors.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. The feed to Aldridge. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
It's an underrated strength of LaMarcus Aldridge, able to power in the shot even when being fouled.
Ball feeling it out a bit. He dishes it to Williamson. 6 to shoot. Redick for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Aldridge. And that one hits back iron. Ingram kicks to Redick. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next.